I'm milling about with Norbert Leo Butz, and he's starring in The Girl from Plainville. Hello.
Hi.
This is Colton, my new best friend behind me.
I love your background. That's so great. Is that Tybee? Is that Tybee Beach?
Yeah, tell me about this backdrop. Where are they?
I'm not sure exactly. There are great little coastal areas like this all over Savannah, but it looks like maybe Tybee Island, which is where I hung out a lot on our days off. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love Savannah. It's haunted. So did you see anything or hear anything?
I'm haunted enough in my own head, so I had plenty of ghosts here. I really enjoyed Savannah. Beautiful city. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah. So talk about your bonding with Colton. What did you guys sort of do together?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I really did. I really fell hard for that kid. And if to know him is to love him. We both come from the theater. We're both singers. We're both musicians and musical types. He's an extremely instinctual, emotional actor. And I didn't know Colton's work before starting. I knew that he had done Dear Evan Hansen. I hadn't seen the film yet, and I didn't see Dear Evan Hansen when he played it on Broadway. I knew who he was. I first heard of him because he was doing the he did the early version of the Bob Dylan musical, and I had a very good friend in it. So I knew of him, but we got on that set. Yeah, there's an innocence in him. He's very funny. He's very deep. He cracked me up. He made me cry. I just loved him. I felt like, and I have daughters. He's the same age as my oldest daughter, and I never had boys. So yeah. And it's funny. I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest. I thought I would go into this project like, very, very method. I thought I would do like a Jeremy Strong thing, and not like I was going to not talk to the actor playing Coco. I was going to, because their relationship was sort of strained, and I thought, oh, I'm going to be, and within 2 days, I was all over him and hugging him and kissing him between takes. I just, the opposite. I found him so dear, and he just made me laugh. So he got all my defensive down. So sometimes it was hard to get back into that like angry place with him. But I love Colton.
Yeah, I'm obsessed too. And I just, while I was watching this, I was feeling for you because you really do go to some very, very deep, dark places. So how did you get there?
Oh, I don't know. The script really, it takes you there. It shows you, where to go. I was nervous about it. When I read the script, I thought, oh gosh. And I took a few days before I accepted it. I loved it. I could see how good it was. I'm such a fan of Liz and Patrick. I found out Chloe was playing my wife, and I adore Chloe. We were friends on Bloodline. But I just thought, oh man, do I want to live in that headspace? I got to set, and everybody just brought their A game. I've like I said, I've raised 3 girls. I had a lot of. I felt like I knew what it was that these parents were up against. So yeah, I related to it in every way. It scared me though. I'll be honest with you. I thought, oh man, I had just done kind of a heavy project right before it. And I thought, but I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. And because it was so heavy, because you had you know, that bond with Colton, with Broadway and singing. Did you lighten the setup at all with sort of singing show tunes? And
he would, you know, he would start singing something or crack a joke right before we're about to shoot like really heavy material, and I would find myself getting annoyed with him, like, no, we got to be serious about it, which was very much like Co and Coco. So it's one of the great, mysterious, wonderful things that happens with what we do. You know, the way that life and pretend life go in and out of each other, and in and out of each other. Yes, I tend to be like a more internal, serious, focused actor. Colton approaches with a almost a more childlike, open-hearted thing, but together we worked somehow. You know, ultimately that's what you do. You try to plan. You try to you don't try to plan. You research. You learn your lines. You do all the work on it, you get on set, and then you have this other human being in front of you. And so everything that you might have thought has to kind of go out the window, and it just becomes a dance, a jam, a duet with that scene partner. And if the scene partner is as open and honest and surprising as Colton, that's what carries you, you know?
Yeah, and of course, this is such a deep message. This movie is talking about suicide. So did you learn anything from making the film?
I don't know if I learned anything. I remembered things that I already knew. And as a culture, maybe it's just as people, we do that. When terrible things happen to young people, we assume it must be the result of bad parenting. The bad parent moniker gets put on parents all the time. I've done it to we all do it. People have done it to me. The choices I've made with my kids, we do it to other people, and especially on mothers. There's a sexism inherent in this, right? If you have a kid who has mental illness or, God forbid, commits suicide, the stigma and the shame of parental failure is a false narrative that I just think needs to be extracted from the culture. I don't know if we can do that, but I like that the film takes a stab at saying, this is mental illness is a human problem. It is so multifaceted. No one person gets the blame. It takes a family, a school, a community, a whole culture to feed into someone's and biology and brain chemistry. So that was the one thing that I was really hoping would happen with it. I haven't seen it yet, but just that people would rethink parents of kids with mental illness, survivors of suicide, of suicide attempts, family members of suicide victims, because it's the greatest tragedy. You go through this loss, and then the loss, just with the shame piled on top of the grief. That was the hard thing, I guess, to play in it. Grief is never a fun place to be in, but this was a shame-based, a guilt-based grief, which is just the most toxic kind. No one should have to experience that. You know, no parent should have to.
Yeah,
especially parents who really did the right thing as far as they could, as Lynn and Roy. The cards were really stacked against them. There's a lot of information they didn't know, they didn't have, you know. So I want people to give them a break, and give all parents of kids who suffer a break, and give kids who suffer a break in judgment.
Yeah, it certainly was a cautionary tale. Thank you so much for sharing, Norbert.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me.
All right, take good care.
want to tell our story.
Always news. Always refreshing. Always candid. Always milling about. Robin Milling delivers what celebrities are saying to you.